think spirits are such a diverse category, and I think every category, although gin has been probably the in category over the last 10 years, I think there's a lot of excitement across many different categories, from rum, whiskies from all around the world. Vodka seems to be having a resurgence as well. So I just think overall there's just so much going on, so many different things to try, which would be my thoughts.
I think as well, spirits is often an ingredient in a cocktail, and the cocktail industry is so vibrant and exciting, and there's so much creativity and innovation in the cocktail sector, and that spirits play such a large part in that, I think really adds to the excitement, because knowledge amongst bartenders is just increasingly growing as they look to create both the classics better, but also new exciting twists as well. I would say the classics, actually.
Yeah.
I think Dawn talked about a return to nostalgia and comfort, and I would say with that brings that return to a gin and tonic. Actually, do I want to have a gin and tonic with raspberry or with watermelon? Actually, I might just want to have that gin and tonic that makes me feel good.
And likewise, something like the Negroni or the Martini, I think that people do experiment with new cocktails, but they always come back to the old favourites. And I think at the moment we're definitely seeing that return to the old favourites after different experimentations.
I think packaging is going to be important, and sustainability. I think that's only going one way. And obviously it's something we feel very kind of passionate about, but I think that's going to be, I also think the transparency and honesty in terms of when you're being innovative, people wanting to know how actually products are made. Actually, I think as a family business, that's something that we always feel that we want to be open and transparent.
I think that authenticity is really important, and you can see a top line, but you want to know a little bit more, and I think that's important. I agree on sustainability and packaging. I think that's going to be a real driver in the industry over the next 5 years.
Being open and honest with what you're doing, I think the consumer is key, and sometimes what we might think is a good idea is thinking how the consumer will see it. And I think, James, you made a very good point about with MPD as well, that if you're trying something, sometimes you do have to pause it.
Yeah, I think what we've shown with Respirited today, that it's quite it's an innovation to return a part gin distillate back to vodka, but it shows you it can be done, and I think that's it. You have to give it the time and the patience to do it.